This is the Troy AssurePay installation utilizing SQL databases. For time saving purposes, I have SQL Studio Management already open and I am logged in. I also have my Troy AssurePay installation package unzipped on my desktop and it is opened. We start by going to the fonts folder, right-clicking the fonts inside and install. This will be the only pop-up that happens. Next, we go back a folder, so number 2 bullzip, and run the setup bullzip PDF printer. Right-click, run as administrator. Select the language, and then next, accept, next, next. This is the only non-default option I check. I do not create a start menu folder. And then go next. This will set up a bullzip PDF printer which the software uses to generate its print previews. This process generally only takes about 5 minutes. Once we're finished, we click the finish button and then close the browser window that pops up. And then get back the folder again to number 3 AssurePay. And this requires an additional step. Under our IS setup prerequisites, locate the first folder, the IC67. Locate the IC76 folder, and then right-click the Troy and edit. This is where we'll need to put in the name of the SQL server / instance of where the databases will be installed. For this machine, I am installing it under QA. And change it for all 3 of those. And save. Okay, go back to our main SurePay folder. Locate the setup exe, run as administrator. This will be a 3-part process. It'll create a Troy databases folder through to the C drive. It'll also install this Micro Focus Cobalt server. This Micro Focus Cobalt server is what the software uses to pass commands back and forth between itself and the databases. Once this is done, the AssurePay wizard will continue. Once we're back to the SurePay wizard, click next, accept, next, and next, install. And again, this process generally takes about 5 minutes. Once the installation is complete, we click finished, and that is all for that. Next, we can set up the databases. I'm already logged into my SQL Studio Management. I just need to locate the files, and we can just double click them. Database files gets copied to that C Troy databases folder that got set up, and we do have 3 of them. So they're loaded into SQL Studio Management. We can just click execute one by one, and the progress should say executing query and completed successfully when finished. There is the query executed successfully, so I can go ahead and close that one. And again, I'll just execute. Executed successfully. And now the last one. The Thor's one will take a few moments. And the last one is successful, so we'll go ahead and close that tab. Next, we can launch the software, log in, and make sure everything's set up correctly. We'll log in with our super user padlock with a password of capital Troy 2017. And this is what the super user is met with, a full listing of menu items, reports, and full access to everything in the software. From here, a super user can come into the settings, and set up some users, install printers for your checks, and assign different permissions to the various groups we have set up. If you have any installation or support questions, please do not hesitate to contact our Troy technical support team at the information provided on the screen.